I'll go through the purpose of our program a little bit, our method, our rationale, and some ideas for future directions in where we might go later. Okay, our purpose. The purpose of our program is prophylaxis for the persistent plague of plagiarized papers, which I'm sure you have all experienced. But rather than discuss our method now, let's dive in and show you how. Here's the way our talk is done. Give it a try and have some fun. I figure it's better. We're both big fans of experiential learning. So I think rather than explain it first, let's just dive in there. We're going to use a snippet from Green Eggs and Ham by Theodor Seuss Geisel, which he wrote in 1960. He will use APA format for citation style. And if you would imagine that your assignment is to write a paper about, say, perceptions of unfamiliar food, and so you're going to use Green Eggs and Ham as one of your sources for how you're going to explain yourself. When we do this presentation for students, we use kind of a few slides that explain plagiarism, so when they start into our quiz portion of it, they should have a clear idea if they don't already. And I think that the Turnitin folks are going to put up a version of our student presentation. Okay, so here we go. If you will take a look at each sentence and vote for whether or not it is plagiarism. And we'll discuss each one as we go along, which is what Nani and I do when we do it for students. Okay, good luck. Many people do not like Green Eggs and Ham. Is this plagiarism? So if you'll vote in the voting window there, give it just a little bit longer. And it seems like everyone is saying no. Okay, I guess let's keep going on. Ray, you can let me know if I should wait longer or something like that. We say yes, it is plagiarism, because do not like Green Eggs and Ham is taken directly from someone else's work, in this case, Geisel's, and it's word for word, and there's no citation. Okay, so now you get the idea of what we're doing, and we'll go on to the next one. Many people, quote, do not like Green Eggs and Ham, unquote. Is this plagiarism? So if you'll just vote in the voting window. Wow, going fast this time. All right, we'll give it just another moment here. And yes, we say it is plagiarism because do not like Green Eggs and Ham is in quotes. So we're showing that it is someone else's words, but there's no reference. So if we were marking a student paper, we would be saying, sorry, Charlie, plagiarism. Okay, let's go on. Many people do not like Green Eggs and Ham. Citation Geisel, 1960. Is this plagiarism? Oh, I should have. I see a question about the text of Green Eggs and Ham. Usually, if we're doing this for students, we would start out by reading about the first 12 pages, and the phrase, I do not like green eggs and ham, appears on page 12. Ooh, pretty balanced on this one. Okay. Yes, it is plagiarism because there is a citation, but the phrase do not like green eggs and ham is word for word, and the lack of quotes would say that it's not someone else's words. So we say that is plagiarism. Okay, many people quote, "Do not like green eggs and ham," unquote, Geisel 1960, page 12. And keep in mind we are using APA format here. Is this plagiarism? Wow, we've got a lot of votes coming in. This is exciting. Okay, let's go on. So, no, this is not plagiarized. So, "Do not like green eggs and ham" is in quotes, and it has the correct citation, which in APA has the author, year, and page. But this is not really much of a paraphrase. I mean, what we're trying to do as instructors is get our students to encapsulate meaning. And just by putting "do not like green eggs and ham" in quotes, yeah, it's proper, but I really wouldn't particularly give this much of a high rating if I were grading it. Okay, going on. Many people dislike green eggs and ham. Geisel 1960. Is this plagiarism? Okay, um, we say yes because it's not really paraphrased at all. We just have one word replaced. "Do not like" is replaced with "dislike," but it's pretty much the same thing that Geisel wrote. Okay, how about this one? Many people have a strong distaste for forest-colored fowl embryos and cured domesticated pig products. Is this plagiarism? We've got a lot of no's coming in. Okay, shall we go on? We say yes, because it's not really paraphrased at all. The structure is quite similar, and in case you don't agree that this should, it can't be quoted because it's not a quote. It's not Geisel's words, but here's our rationale. If you examine the sentence, "have a strong distaste" is the same as "do not like." Forest colored is the same as green. Fowl embryos is eggs. And is and. Cured domesticated pig products is ham. So we say that's about the same as what Turnitin has listed as the find and replace uh, technique of plagiarism. And thanks to Maestro Ing for helping Nani put that one together. They had a lot of laughs doing that one evening. Okay, let's try this one. Lack of familiarity with particular preparation styles of foods is likely to lead to premature rejection based on ignorance rather than an objective appraisal of the inherent taste qualities of that food. Geisel, 1960. Is this plagiarism? And I see that a couple of people are disagreeing with their assessment, and that's okay. There is a certain amount of subjectivity in judging what is or is not plagiarism. Okay, shall we call this one? Okay, no, this is not plagiarism. Pretty clearly, it's paraphrased. It represents Geisel's intended message. But it's not very readable, and I have to admit I'm at fault for this one. It pretty much represents what people don't like about academic writing. So let's go on just a little further here. When something is unfamiliar or foreign to us, we tend not to judge it fairly. Geisel, 1960. Is this plagiarism? Okay, we can go ahead and call this one and say, no, it's not plagiarism. So it's paraphrased, it's readable, you can understand it, there's no ridiculously long words that are unnecessary for conveying the meaning, and this one is from Nani. I think it's a pretty good way to paraphrase what Geisel actually intended to say. Okay, and we have a few references. We always show our references at the end of our presentation just to show that we too are not above citing and referencing.